All right, what's up, everybody? It's Ryan Donnelly from RyanD.com. Check out CalmSupport.com for stress relaxation, immune, and sleep support, and RyanD.com for free addiction coaching, powered by donations. All right, in today's video, I'm going to talk about a subject that I was having a conversation with somebody earlier today about, and I thought, it's Saturday, but I want to do a video about it because it's interesting. And what he said was that it's hard for people to ask for help because everyone has problems, all right? And the majority of people that you express your issues with don't really give a shit. And he's 100% right. That's the hard part about asking for help, is because, in your everyday life, you're conversing with people and, you're sharing not your deepest issues, but just, issues you may have in conversation, or you're portraying things so you don't want people to know too much of your business. But majority of people, when you are in this world long enough and you meet different kinds of people, you realize that most people that have a conversation are not listening to you. They're waiting for their turn to talk, or they're waiting for their turn to share their experience or their issues. And it's like almost everyone feels like they're more important than everyone else. And if you could find people that are willing to listen to you and actually give a shit about what's going on with you and care about you, that's huge. All right, so I know how scary it is to open up to people, and that's what holds a lot of people back in the beginning from sharing their experiences, because they don't really feel anyone understands or cares. But just because the majority of people don't, doesn't mean that everyone's not going to care. And the reason people care, okay, the reason I care is because, I've lived in the pits of hell. I know what it's like to be desperate and have absolutely no will to live anymore. I know what that's like. And there's no darker place in the world than that. And I also know what it's like to get out of it and look back on it with a clean frame of mind and a healthy brain, and think, damn, I was in a really dark place then. You can be saved, you know what I mean? And when you see people that are, they're at their wits' end and no one's listening to them, and they feel like they can't be their life can't be turned around, those are the people that I want to talk to, because I know what it's like to be them. Okay, I know what it's like to feel like there's no reason to go on anymore. And I talked about this before. I had a planned suicide, and I got lucky, man. No doubt about it. I got in trouble with the law for weeks and weeks. I mean, I was doing illegal stuff for a long time when I was using, but I had a detective, one in particular, following me around for a long time, building a case against me, and he actually saved my life. If he didn't come in when he did, I would have been dead in 2 days. It's just weird how everything worked out. So I know what it's like to be at your wit's end and feel like no one cares. But there are people out there that do care. And most people that work in the field of substance abuse have been affected by it. So they have a personal connection to it. So just because someone doesn't, they're not in recovery themselves, I've spoken with parents that have gone into the recovery field to work because they have children that they can't save. And they understand, that's why they went into the field. They want to learn how to help their children. And they realize once they're working in the field for a while that it's not up, they can't do anything. They can help in certain ways and not enable them, but for the most part, they understand that they can't really make them change. So, and those people, believe me, and being a parent now, you almost care more about you do care about your kids more than yourself. So I couldn't imagine what that's like. That's got to be torture. But the bottom line is, I know how hard it is to open up, but you have to trust in people. And there are some really good people out there, people that will surprise you, because some of the first people I met at Salvation Army, I thought they wanted to kill me, and they turned out being lifesavers. And they really made a difference in my life. And funny story. So my dad's on the dating out there dating again. He's in his 60s, and he was over at my house to see the kids. I think it was on Thursday, and he was telling me about this woman he's dating, and she works for the police force in the town I used to live in. Okay, now that was the township that I got in trouble in, and turns out that she's really, really good friends with the detective that saved my life. And my dad brought up the name, and he's like, I know how much it would mean to you to meet up with him. And I'm not going to share his name. The guy retired very shortly after my incident. I actually believe I was his last case. He retired because when I got out of Salvation Army, he was well into retirement. I think he already moved away, and that was just a few months. So it was like half a year later. But it would be cool to meet up with him, and that was it's just weird how like life works its way around. And I would people tell me all the time that I've helped them, and I want to be able to show him. I don't know if he even knows who I am, you know what I mean? But I want to be able to show him what his decision to give me the option of life or death, pretty much. What his domino effect has done for so many other people, because it really started with him. He gave me some leniency, and he made all the difference for not just me but countless people. Because my story, I seriously feel like I was like in a movie when I look back on it, because like so many magical things happened for me. So many people who didn't have to be good to me were good to me. People that didn't have to be bad to me were bad to me. And it was all like a molding, a remorphing of who I was as a person, and learning how to be someone new and better. But these individuals who came into my life and steered me in different directions when I needed it, because I was completely lost, they're in your life for a very short amount of time, and then they're gone. But without those people, God only knows if you'd still be here. So I really hope that my dad stays with this woman for, not that, I'm trying to get something out of it, but it'd be cool to meet up with him and find out where he is and get in touch. And just tell him thank you and show him everything that he's helped out with. So, yeah, bottom line, I know I always go on rants, but don't be hesitant about sharing. I know that's the hardest part about the whole thing, is just getting your feelings out and sharing, the terrible things you did. It's not easy for anyone. And when I first started my blog, when it was just freefromhell.com before it became the social network, I just threw up on paper, or threw up on the screen, really. I was just typing and just sharing, secrets, like dark secrets of myself, and it makes you feel so good. Just get it all out. So don't be too discouraged about people, because there's a lot of angels out there. There's a lot of good people that are willing to give their time, which is the most precious thing we have on this planet, to complete strangers, because we are the same. And that's why I like to tell people when they contact me and they're excited that I responded, which it's just weird when you get text messages and people look at you like you're somebody like monumental when your wife just yelled at you for keeping your shoes on the couch, you know what I mean? But, I just tell the people that, like, I am you. We are the same person. And I understand where you're coming from. And, it's a down-to-earth way of looking at things. We're all connected in this weird way. And when you open yourself up to people, there's a connection there. And I've actually had people tell me that they feel like they're my friend just through my videos, because they connect and they could feel not just the realness of the video or what I'm talking about, but just they can connect with the certain emotions and what you're dealing with, because they've dealt with it too. So don't be afraid to open up, because there are going to be some bad eggs out there, but the majority of people will surprise you. And the people that are bad eggs will teach you, because you can always learn something from somebody. Last thing, what was I watching? Somebody showed me a clip of something, and was somebody famous. I forget his name. I'm blanking right now. But he was talking about life, and he was a very successful. He's the head of WikiLeaks. I forget his name. But he was talking about, you have to weigh your risk to your reward. So your risk of actually staying the way you are right now, once that becomes too much of a risk compared to the reward of, I forget what he said, but it was basically saying that you're staying the way you are, you're losing a day of your life that you'll never get back. And that risk is so large because we only have so much time on this earth. So each day you're home, or you're not working, or you're living in the vicious cycle of the revolving door of using and hating yourself for using, you're losing a day. So you have to get on your own back and be like, listen, I can't lose any more time because I don't know how much time I have here. And that, like, I've said and read certain things like that, but the way he put it, it got to me. I was like, damn, am I doing enough in a day? Am I wasting my day sometimes? So I know this is kind of a ranting video. I haven't gone over 10 minutes in a while, but just wanted to touch on that. And check out calmsupport.com for stress, relaxation, immune, and sleep support. Check out ryanD.com for free addiction coaching powered by donations. And I will see you guys maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday. Probably Monday. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. All right. Have a good one.